up like a spur, I feel like Tim Duncan, yeah. Shorty, she tweaking, she yelling and screaming. Let's skip all the fussing, yeah. Let's skip all the fussing. Chasing this beam and bond like Tatum.
What's happening, everybody? It's DJ. It's Isaac, 94 feet on the Harding Way. And y'all, we got to talk about some things that happened over the weekend. Because, I'm not a whole Drake person, but that's such a wild statement if y'all don't get what I'm referring to. They retired Vince Carter's number in Toronto, finally, but we'll get into that in a second. Drake says on the one of those alternate broadcasts in Canada or something, if they put up a Demar Derozan banner, I'll rip it down myself. Demar Derozan was there for the Kings playing against the Raptors. But it was kind of crazy. So first, I think we got to sit here and laugh at Drake though, because to have beef with another man because he popped in your rival's music video is kind of funny. I can't lie. That's just a little funny.
I mean, I think it's honestly hilarious because we saw he used to ride for him. I understand the rap game and that beef, but for him to be beefing with a basketball player because he hopped on stage, his hometown.
He was in the video too, right?
I believe so. And it's like,
Yeah.
Me as a rapper and making music, I wouldn't even be mad at something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. People gonna do what they do. I don't think that he should really hold no hatred to DeMar for that. But does DeMar really deserve a banner in Toronto?
Yeah, I think he deserves his number retired. I think he does.
I mean, respectfully, yes, he does deserve his number retired, but what has he really done to deserve it?
Okay, hold on. Quick tea, because let's not pretend he's not their all-time leader in points. I know they're a young franchise, but he's their all-time leader in points, six-time All-Star. Like, he was the face of Toronto after Vince and Chris Bosh left. Like, you can't pretend that he's not up there.
I'll give him that. But every time they came to the playoffs, bro was shaking in his boots when he saw LeBron. Am I bugging?
Nah, you're not. But like we can't sit there.
I mean, they called LeBron LeBronto, and he was on that team, sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter when they needed him the most.
I mean, but still, to pretend that he's not like. To me, if you're ranking like their greatest players in their franchise's history, I think it goes Vince Carter, then DeMar DeRozan. To me, you can't not retire his number. To me, look, at this point, he's done everything for that franchise. And I mean, I know they kind of fished him for dead to get Kawhi Leonard, but like besides that,
clearly it worked though.
Fair, but still,
Kawhi came there and did it in one season.
But I feel like DeMar definitely deserves to have his number up there because I tell you, like to me, it's Vince then him. But then also to that Kawhi point, would you then think Kawhi deserves to get his number retired?
I mean, respectfully, he did it in one season. He came, brought them the chip, and then, if I'm not bugging, he bounced after, right?
Yo, literally the season after. He literally walked in, won their only championship, their only Finals MVP, and then just left. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think he deserves it. I mean, loyalty aspect, no, but
for the one season,
one season to come in and give him that, yeah, he gave them some hope. Wow. I can't lie.
That's wild.
I mean, shoot. Drake was even quoting him in songs just because of that one season. So it's like, I think he could get his jersey retired there. I believe he also deserves it in San Antonio as well.
Those are the two I'd argue.
Yeah, the Clippers, no, definitely not.
Oh no, dear God, no.
Yeah, nah, definitely not. Unless he can show up. Well, I'm not gonna lie, they ain't winning nothing anytime soon. If I'm being real, and we don't even know when he's coming back. So,
nah,
his career ended in Toronto. If we're being honest.
I mean, only people in Los Angeles that deserve a number retired would be a Chris Paul and a Blake Griffin that don't already have their names up there right now.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. How we feel about Jamal Crawford on that?
Part of me is like low key. See, down because that's the thing and I understand where your DeMar argument comes from. Because like, where do you draw the line before you just handing out everybody jersey?
You know what I'm saying? It's like
because I don't know about Jamal. I don't know. Because like he
was an ideal piece for that team.
Yo, he won a couple six man of the years for him too and everything.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But at that point, here's the thing, if you get Jamal in for the six man of the year and what he did, you got to get Lou Will up there too. And that's where I'm like, I don't know.
That's fair. That is fair. I ain't even going to argue that.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Definitely got to get him in there if you're putting Jamal in there. But it's like, I don't know. It's a little iffy, really, where you draw the line.
I know someone
because, like, All right, go ahead. Say what you
I'll
was gonna
say,
say.
because I'll say, drawing the line is crazy. 'Cause I know at the same time, in Minnesota, the biggest crime of all time.
Thank you.
Why is Kevin Garnett's number? I know it's got to do with his beef with the owners and they're being petty. Someone please buy that franchise and get Kevin Garnett a statue and his number up there in the rafters. As we were joking before we got in this video, Kevin Garnett is literally their all-time leader in everything. Folks, go look at the page and it's literally like basketball reference. Go look
Hold
at
on,
their page.
hold on. All right, I'm not gonna yell in the mic because I was told to stop doing that. But there is no way that Kevin Garnett is the all-time leader in assists on that team, and he does not have his jersey retired yet. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
No, literally points, rebounds, assists, steals.
Like, come on
Blocks, games played, minutes played. Like legit, if Kevin Garnett was not the mid-range stretch four guy, the original stretch four, in my opinion. If he was like the original, like I hit shooting threes, he was the all-time leader 3-pointers, honestly. Because Cat got that. But I'm
now. Yeah, I
like
was gonna say
literally,
Cat has it now, and I understand why. Because I mean,
but I'm like, yo, if Kevin Garnett stepped back a couple times in the 90s, he'd have had it till about 2019 or something.
that mid-range game that Kevin Garnett used to have. If he just take one step back, he really would be all-time
He
leader.
probably have like 30,000 points because all them little twos that became threes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It would be crazy.
But yeah, that's the biggest crime of all these jersey retirements. But at the end of the day, I really feel like DeMar's got to be somewhere in there. I feel like if you look at, I gotta tell you, I think to me, if you look at like Toronto, it's like all-time greats. I feel like it goes Vince, DeMar, and then I'd say like Chris Bosh, and then I guess probably like that's where like Kawhi Leonard would slide in there, maybe a Kyle Lowry. But like if anything, that's their all-time starting five. And to me, like that five, I don't know about Kawhi, but them other four at some point have to sort of see their numbers go up there.
No, that's fair. But I don't know. Something about him being there for that long and never really getting over that hump. I mean, he never got over that hump in his career, if we're being honest. But
yeah,
for him to be the franchise player and just not be able to get over the hump, it's crazy because when they really needed him most, they were showing stats of him sitting on the bench on what he should have been doing and what he was doing.
yeah, no,
So
it was bad. I can't lie.
Like I can't even get mad at them for shipping him away to San Antonio for Kawhi.
Yeah,
It worked. They got exactly what they wanted out of it. Would you want to have you obviously to keep Kawhi the year or two? It didn't work in their favor, but you know what I'm saying? Like they got that chip.
yeah,
Because of that. Fred VanVleet is known now because of that. Like Embiid never making it to the conference finals because of that.
No, literally.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know that Kawhi that year, arguably one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say he's the greatest in that year ever, but he's one of them ones for top small forwards. If you're talking about season wise,
Yeah, if you pick like one
definitely.
season,
He was whooping.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, let's be realistic. Who was the second guy up on that team? Kyle Lowry. Nothing against Kyle Lowry, but like,
just saying
what we
that
talking
made me
about?
laugh.
You know what I'm saying?
That made me laugh.
No, I'm just saying realistically, like if
Kyle
Lowry is your second, he's your second man on the team, and you win. And like obviously injuries played a part in that championship because I mean that Warriors team was crazy. No one was beating them.
No.
But KD comes back in and messes it up right away. And obviously it wasn't his fault. I feel like he rushed to get back just because it was the finals and he wanted to get a third one. No, I respect it. I can't blame him for that.
Nope.
And then when they still had a shot, then they lose Clay. And then, if I'm being honest, I don't think Clay really ever been the same since.
No, not
sadly.
Not at all.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and it was 1 year, and then if I'm not bugging, he got injured the year after that in like practice or something like that.
Yeah, like
he
literally
for like 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that.
He genuinely didn't touch the court for almost like near, because like the whole Achilles thing, he basically missed the whole first season. Then it was like the other season and coming back. Yeah, he missed almost like close to 3 years or whatever after that, which was crazy.
Yeah, nah, that's just, I don't know. It's kind of, it's a little sad that Drake would even say something like that, if I'm being honest.
It is kind of wild, though.
Because, like, you got to think he's a rapper, so he's in a whole different game. You're supposed to just go and not necessarily be a fan, but, like, be a fan. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting in the stands to, you know what I'm saying? So
support
it's
your
like,
people's, like.
But, like, then I also get it with, like, the way he feel about it. You know what I'm saying? DeMar DeRozan also just be a fan. But then again, I feel like he was just being a fan. It wasn't like he was out there dissing Drake. Obviously, it was on the song that dissed him, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't you can't blame him for that. It's his hometown, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
literally, like
So it's like you can't get mad at
once
that.
again, if you're DeMar, who you picking? Your hometown and your boy, or the city that threw you away from that threw you away
Yeah, no,
and won
literally, like
without you? Like
literally threw you away and then they win the year after. And then he was
the
on
same
a
season. Remember, it was a
losing
mid-season trade.
Oh, that's sick.
It was like middle of the season. Yeah, they literally win this. Literally, they went half a season of Kawhi.
And nah.
That's
That don't
why I'm
even make
like, do you
sense.
really think his number should be retired though? It's such a because like
That does change it a little bit. Cause I didn't realize it was mid-season.
it was, it feels like it was the whole season, but it was
It really
genuinely
feels like it was the whole season,
it
but
feels like
it's
it
because
was.
that playoff run.
That's really what it was.
You know what I'm saying? That playoff run was something else. So
Because
it's like,
I want to say the trade happened. I'm gonna like quickly look, but I want to say it happened in like December, January, whatever, and like literally
mm,
he just or like right around the trade deadline, and literally just for that playoff run, Kawhi literally just kind of goes ham because I remember they went through the Sixers because yeah they sent Embiid packing and
yep,
they even went through the what you call the Bucks with Giannis because that was the other one where he
yeah.
sent Giannis and I was like whoa like that was crazy. Wait, okay, I gotta find this when this trade happened, but I'm genuinely like 90% sure it was mid-season though, which to me actually is like kind of nuts when you think about it, y'all. Mid-season and just ship Brody off. That's actually so wicked when you think about it. Oh no, wait, am I bugging? Wait, oh no, I was blundering. It was before the season. Still, that to me, I don't know though. Just to think that there's a world where Kawhi gets that off of just the one season. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, so turns out it was a full season, but I don't know.
It was a full season.
Yeah, I look. Turns out it was a full season. I felt like it was like half though. I just honestly, it's just that playoff run. In reality, with the
Yeah,
Raptors,
honestly, with me, it was that playoff run. I mean, what really marked it for me, because it's kind of sad. I don't even really remember the Buck series that year. What really marked it for me was that Philly series, and it's not even the whole thing. It's just that one game.
literally, not to be funny.
Like,
Kawhi getting Kawhi getting jersey retired in Toronto will be based off of that shot and
yes,
winning their only championship.
yes,
And
and I mean, like,
it's
I
like
feel
does that
like,
stretch of 15 games deserve to have your number retired?
I mean, they won, so it's like, why not? He was a star player that he ran it. If I'm being honest, Fred VanVleet popped up, so did Kyle Lowry, and there was a couple other people that I mean, it was a team situation, obviously, but like
Yeah.
Kawhi was the main man on that team. So it's like, it's I don't know. It is an argument for sure.
It
Because it's
really
like
is because it's like
you could go either way with it. I mean, he definitely deserved it in San Antonio when he's done.
yeah, that's not a question to me.
But then it's like, how could you take away Toronto from him?
It's such a weird because he only played for literally one season. He literally gave you one season.
And if I'm being honest, that was probably the last season he really showed up for real.
No, no, actually, you're
That was,
not wrong. Let's be so real for a second.
I
That was
mean,
the one.
like,
Like this man really had like the wildest peak ever. Like pops up,
yeah,
wins the
no,
Finals
it's
MVP, wins some
crazy.
Defensive Player of the Years, and it's like wins a championship in another place in one season, leaves, and just his career is just basically just ever since.
Yeah, nah, I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure the next year was the bubble. So that's the thing, and they fall apart in the bubble. Because the next
Mhm.
year after that would have been the bubble, and they fall apart in the bubble to the Nuggets, and like his career has never been the same since that one season.
Yeah,
But literally,
that's
it's like
crazy.
does putting your number in the Raptors go off of just one season?
I mean, it shouldn't go off of one season, but it depends on what you do in that one season. And I feel like if you win, you know,
Yeah.
like how could you not? I don't know. It's a great argument. I ain't gonna lie. I like that one. But If I'm being honest, I think he does deserve it.
Kawhi,
But then, yeah, I think he does deserve it. But I feel like if you put Kawhi up there, you
you
gotta
have
put
to. I
DeRozan.
was like, you have
I
to.
mean, because he
What a
was
slap in the
literally.
face that would be.
Yeah, no, that would be insane. Like they ship you away, trade you for the man. He comes in for one season, wins, and then they just throw his jersey up and not yours. Like that's insane. No cap. That is
That's
absolutely
crazy
like,
work.
yeah, nah. That would make me want to crash out if I was him. No cap. I'm just being real. Like that's crazy. I'm just
Oh
being real.
shit!
That's insane.
Nah, I'd be sick.
Yeah, nah. I'd
I
be
would be
pissed.
so sick.
I'd be pissed. Oh man, like I don't even know.
Mm.
But I mean, hopefully when it's all said and done, hopefully, really, DeMar can go back there and they ain't gonna win, but at least make some noise. I mean, you feel me?
Yeah, yeah, they're in no man's land of a rebuild right now. I
Yeah,
don't know
no, no,
where they're
no.
supposed to be.
DeMar ain't going back there. Not with Drake in Toronto.
Yeah, after that,
What
do I
that
want
just
to go
happened?
back?
Yeah, nah. I mean,
Right.
I wouldn't. I mean, the team shipped you away anyway. So
No,
what's the
right.
point? You know what I'm saying?
No,
So it's like
literally. That
he
that's up
deserves it,
there.
but
I'd argue that's up there for one of the most disrespectful trades ever. I'd argue the only one
you,
more
all right.
disrespectful is Isaiah Thomas in Boston. We're gonna pick on our
No,
own team. That's the most
that's
disrespectful trade
that
ever.
was insane. And I'm not even gonna lie, Kyrie was my favorite point guard at the time. He's still one of my favorite guards in the league, but he was my favorite point guard at the time. When they did it, I was sad because you can't come off of a potential MVP season with the odds all against him. I mean, he's 5'8", 5'9", playing in the league with everyone who's 6 feet and up, literally. So he already had a disadvantage. He was a defensive liability, as they say, but he was cooking people. He gets injured. Yo, he played in the game after his sister passed.
And then dropped like 50. Yo, are you
Like,
kidding me?
and then they just trade him away like he didn't
Scraps.
mean nothing.
No, like scraps.
And like, yes, he never was the same after that injury, but I feel like that video when he was I don't know, it was like a in-house league or something like that they was playing in. I don't know what it
Yeah,
was
they gave
exactly.
up on me.
But
I
they
remember
gave
that.
up on me. He was crying. Like I felt that because I really felt like they gave up on him, and I don't think that it was right.
It was
If not in Boston, he definitely should have got a chance somewhere else. I mean, I still be watching the man, not anytime recently, but when stuff come up, I see him. He's still hooping. You know what I'm saying? Still
yeah.
working out. I think he's a little more focused on his kids now, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah,
still has some left in the tank for sure. When they
definitely.
gave him, if I'm not bugging, someone gave him like a 10-day contract.
Yeah, last season. I think it was like the Suns or the Nuggets. One of them teams.
I think he was on the Lakers for a little bit too, if I'm not
Yeah,
bugging.
they've been
So it's
yeah.
like
He's
I
just been a
wish
journeyman now.
I wish that he was able to, play a little bit more because I really liked his game. I'm not gonna lie. Like being the small guy on the court, I'm not over 6 feet, so it's like being the small guy on the court. That was someone who I really like
Yeah.
idolized at that point. So it's sick the way they did him. And if it would have worked out with Kyrie, I'm not gonna lie, people would have just put it behind us like it was nothing. I feel like,
Yeah, I'll be so honest with you because that's my beef with that whole trade, just because how it panned out.
yeah, I mean, it looked great on paper,
It
but
did, but it ain't pan out.
yeah, I wish both of them could have been on the same team. I would have been. I mean, to me, that would have just been like, oh my goodness, you feel me? Like, I was loving it, but that wasn't happening.
Yeah, but you know what is happening? This YouTube channel. If you like what you see, people, feel free to like and subscribe, hit those bells and wait things down below. I think it's a challenge now to find how I can just transition to an outro and get you to laugh every time. I can't
Nah,
lie.
it's crazy because I hear it every time you're about to do it. It's like I'll say something, you be like, well, you know what is going on. And then you just go there. So it's like I know when it's coming. I just be wanting to hear the response sometimes.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Ain't no like the hard way, y'all. Peace.